What game to choose? What game to choose? How about this one? What are you doing here? Get out! Here at Daniel Nestor Game Reviews, we take our reviewing very seriously. However, none of you request any games. So now, my man Apron and I are going to pick a game for you. So, today, I will be reviewing Mountain Bike Adereniline for the PS2. Now, this is a game you can find in discount aisles in many retail stores. I got my copy at Walmart.
Time to pop this game in. Turn off the scary music! Okay. Out with the Guitar Hero and in with the Mountain Bike Adereniline. Let's see what we're up against.
What? Come on, come on. Make some noise. Come on, come on. What? What? Come on, come on. Make some noise.
Well, we have an epic title screen for a game that is completely not epic. And here's why. To start off, there are only 3 gameplay modes you get off the bat: the stopwatch, the challenge, and the arcade. So, to start, I'm just going to go under the options and check out the settings. You find that most of that's locked, but they give you the instructions and profile. So, first I'm going to show you what let's do challenge mode. And I will basically describe what this mode is like. Pick your rider. Oh, by the way, no helmet. Great. What is this meant to teach kids? So as you can see, the loading screens aren't too bad in this game. There are games with loading screens that are much, much worse. And they basically start you off like this. Your goal is to go through the rings and not crash in this mode. You have to get from beginning to end in this course. Of course, if you have a fatal fall, you have to start over again. So let me show you how many times I fatally fell in this. This game is just so frustrating. Well, let's try a different game mode. This is stopwatch mode. You pretty much follow a blue line and run through red circles. It's actually quite a lot of fun, this mode. Although getting stuck on geometry is pretty terrible in this game. And also, there's no 2-player. This game would be so fun if it was a 2-player game. Just running through circles trying to beat your buddy. But no, this entire game's 1 player. I know. That's just horrible. So you just follow and you get medals based on your score. So let's say I come in first place, I'll get a gold medal like this. Another thing you can do in stopwatch mode is you can collect items. Now, these are markers that you collect before the time runs out. And it's a different type of mission, but it's still just as enjoyable. So, this is the collecting bonus markers mode. And it's pretty straightforward. It's actually quite fun. It reminds me a lot of Tony Hawk's Underground and it has similar effects. Except getting stuck on the rocks and other geometry is pretty awful. Now we come to the final gameplay mode, Arcade. Just going to change my rider. This has to be the most boring and the most difficult of all. Basically, what you do is you do tricks and score points, and you never score enough. I tried so many times and I never did it. I'll show you what happens. So you pretty much just bounce around and try to do tricks, and you wind up not scoring any points. When you try and do something epic, you wind up just crashing, so you may as well just not try it. There's no timer, so you never know when it stops. And you pretty much score points, but you never score enough. Like now. 10th best score, and I'm not even close. And I tried as hard as I could. Well, in the end, one might ask, is this game worth it? Well, I say, that's a resounding no. But first, let's take a look at the positives. The game has really good graphics, the gameplay and the racing modes are pretty good, and you have to admit the audio is not bad. Now we get to the negatives. You get stuck on geometry a lot, the controls are a bit rough and take time to get used to, the gameplay is lacking, and the fact that it's only one player really takes away from the enjoyment. I mean, Summer Heat Beach Volleyball, you can go up to 4 players. I could imagine how terrible that game would be if it was only a one-player game. But this just stuck with the one-player formula, because they were probably being really cheap. Finally, the game just gets way too hard way too quickly. I mean, you saw my collage of how many times I failed. I felt like I was a huge failure at life playing this game. But it was just that hard. So, just don't pick up the game. If you see it, don't buy it. It's just not worth it. And if you have any games you want to request, or if you want to do a review with me, just contact me at this email address. So, thanks for watching.